Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Space Engineers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Quan Peter. Quan Peter, say hello. Oh, look at that face. Look at those cold, dead eyes. All right. Last time we worked on our first pirating vessel slash fighter ship, and we got it mostly done. I had to do some armoring and some coloring, but we're on to something good here. Um, Clyde made a comment. Said he's almost missed this one. He'd been busy with family things. Well, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you're able to get on this one. I will say, I'm glad you like the fighter design. You think it's interesting. It is a chunky boy, that's for sure. Hopefully, I've got the shield thing sorted and all those things. Resource no drill. I will know what to do. With a resource no drill, I will know what to do. I like those. I like this drill. Oh yeah, I also like the drills a lot, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm interested to see how it performs, and I did manage to cram a shield on there. I think I've got a cool looking design, so I'm pretty excited. You guys get to see that this episode, and then we might even do a little bit of pirating. I mean, liberating. Yeah. Ship name idea from the original Chad. He said Snub Nosed Falcon. I love it. I don't even need to see another one. Snub Nosed Falcon. Perfect. It does have kind of a Peregrine Falcon ship, but a little chubbier, so I'm down for that. Snub-nosed Falcon. The SNF for short, we'll call it that. Shield emitter and shield capacitor, if they follow how they're named, the capacitor should be for the battery for the shields. In real electronics, capacitor store. Yeah, that's true. So I think the mod, and let me pause. Let me pause for a second. And you can't see what I'm popping up right here, but that's okay. You don't necessarily need to see what I'm popping up right here to get which one I'm doing. I believe it is. It is the. I want to say the one that I'm using is. I can't find it. But I believe it is the shield mod. I think it's just called. No, it's not energy shields. It's something else. Apparently, I have tons. I've subscribed to more than one type of shield, so that's my bad because I'm now lost at which ones. Um, it's not the Midnight Shield system. There's a couple other things. So basically, the way it works is you can have as many of those shield blocks as possible, and it will give you the ability to get. It increases the number you have, and then the recharge rate is based on your battery and stuff. So that's kind of the way this one works. And I don't think it's deflector shield. In fact, I'm almost positive it's not deflector shield. But um, I think it's just called energy shields. I think it is Scython's energy shield. I'm trying to see what the block looks like on these guys, and I think that might be right. So the capacitor and stuff is only for large grid, which is where the hiccup comes, and I do believe it is energy shields. So the screenshots have not been updated for the new models, but there definitely are new models. So you can modify all these things, but basically how much power they need to recharge. I believe the base recharge rate on these bad boys is something like after 20 seconds of no damage, it starts to recharge, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I think. So that's how the shield works. So here to run conveyors underground out to turret pods to draw away from the base has merit. I appreciate that. I did a little drilling off screen. If your base is under attack, weapons will be the only primary target they're aiming for, and secondary is usually power sources. Oh, that makes sense. And computers, yeah, anything with control seat. So perhaps keep your battery, reactor, engines, and a few block spaces away from the critical base components. Farm room, etc. Well, having the big hydrogen generator right in the farm is probably not the best location then. So there's that. That's from Chad. And then John Bray, he said the shield mod he uses the Energy V2. I believe I've seen that one. And I think I've used it in the past, but it allows you basically to shrink or grow the bubble around your ship. To like better fit it or to encapsulate other things. I believe. Let's see, it works with shield core, small large grid variants, and even one for stations. Visual on the HUD, which I would like to have. Adjustment energy shield V2, energy shield. Let's see. I can just do a quick little Google. Energy shield V2. Um, it's not a Google at all because it's not. Defense shields. Yeah, defense shields. Yeah, I've used that one before in the past. I actually really like it. It does allow you to ram though because you can keep physical enemy objects from passing through. So that's kind of funny. Um, Get cool hit markers when you get smacked. You can also adjust the size to fit the shape of your ship, which is really nice. I do like that. And they said, nice work on the grabby hands reattaching your hydro tank. He I've never would does not use grabby hands because you're on a controller. I bet you that makes grabby hands very difficult. Or actually on the Xbox. And to be clear, he just would have not cut the thing off in the first place. Well, meh. Fancy you. And then double track building montage. Yeah, I had to double down. I didn't get one extra long song in there. Your fighter's looking good. Maybe come off the sides of the cargo container with some gats. Oh yeah, you haven't seen it finished yet. So yeah, and I think I've seen maybe a Nerf toy. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Those Nerf toys that had the fins on the back, so you could throw them, and it was like throw like Brett Favre or one of the classic, very good football players, like throw like this guy, and you could throw extra far and stuff. Yeah, it does kind of have that shape. So you know what we're gonna do before we walk out there and we take a look at our Snub Nosed Falcon, which is the official name. I just would like to say, enjoy this sweet reveal of the Snub Nosed Falcon. So without further ado, do I don't think I have a cool. I don't think I have a. I can do this. Oh God. Okay. So yeah, it's about time. Let's do the time thing. It's about time, editor. Roll that beautiful bean footage. The Snub-Nosed Falcon. Alrighty, so there you go. You know what I also just learned really quick, guys? Messing around with some Space Engineers 2 stuff. I learned that if you press tilde, it puts away your weapon, and you don't have to press 0. So, fancy that. But let's go take a look at the Snub-Nosed Falcon. See ourselves a big old shield in the back. Got ourselves a wonderful downward-facing autocannon right on top. Got ourselves 2 forward autocannons for firing, plus indiscriminate justice Gatling cannon. This thing is a beast, sporting a lovely Orc 40K color scheme with the red and the sort of beat up green. Number 5 for red 5. Red 5 is the jam. Solar panels on the fins for stability control and power consumption recharge. Still have the 2 batteries, and I believe we are juicing up at. I think we're coming in at a lofty 10,000 and some points shielding. So yeah, that is it. That's the jam right there. Look at that thing. I'm honestly like, we just hop in real quick. We've got 7 connectors, or I'm sorry, we've got 3 connectors. We've got ourselves, if we take a look around the outside, we'll go ahead and lift off for a second. I also have to turn it back to dark here in a second. We've got headlight for spotting enemies in the dark. We've got our navigation lights on the right and the left. Got our big shield sitting in the back center section. We've got a lower mounted docking station as well as a claw for docking and grabbing onto stuff. We've got a right port connector and a left port connector for easy docking in any scenario. I believe the inventory houses a complement of a substantial amount of munitions. I don't actually know what I set it to, if I'm being honest. Let's go take a look at the medium cargo container. We have it set to 25 autocannon magazines and Gatling ammo, I don't have any yet, so we're going to go ahead. We'll pop this guy down to 50 magazines as well. We'll just have a nice complement of ammo. I do have the docking controller specifically for when I dock up. So we have in the actions, we've got engines on, off. We have hydrogen tank stockpile on, off. All the batteries, literally all the batteries should be being recharged, but let's go ahead and take this off there and set to recharge on. And then we'll do enable auto. 4, we have this here. This is all the comm lights. We turn those off. We turn off the antenna. And that's kind of it. I think also we probably want to go in and do, we probably also want to group the turrets. We'll call these SNF auto tur. And we'll go ahead and put those in the event controller as well and get those turned off. Just because we don't really want this guy nuking the base while he's landed. So under 5, under 6, we'll say we'll go ahead and turn these turrets right here. We'll say off and then on. Oops, and then on. And then, yeah, I haven't even set up my bar for attack. So what do we got? We've got weapons blocks. We need to have this guy in here and this guy in here. That's auto cannons, machine guns. That'll work. And then we go to home. And we want, additionally, we want to be able to have these guys on and off. And what else? What else I think would be a good idea? I think that's it for now. I think that's all we really need on the deal. I guess what I could do, because it is a fighter, if I really wanted to get finicky here, I could say I think this is the top one, so we would do control and then control. So top, if I turn them on, and then I take a look at the, yep, that's the top guy, and then we back out of that and we go to the bottom guy. You can see all the things we can see. So yeah, that's going to be cool, and hopefully the montage video is pretty nifty. I don't know that it will be, but hopefully it will be. And then I've got the docking controller as well as a camera down there, so we can very easily plop down. It's the little towards the back, so there we go. We dock on. This isn't, it's weird because it's not killing the camera feed, which some of these it does and some of these it doesn't. It's very strange. I don't really understand why it does that, but that is the Snub Nosed Falcon, guys. Isn't that freaking cool looking? All right, next order of business. Well, first, you know what the thing is? It set all the batteries to recharge. I'm almost positive. Let's take a quick look. Comm batteries. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and undock this thing and let's go to batteries. Batteries. Ah, that is the problem. That's what's going on there. That's why it was doing that. So we can click all these batteries, all the small ones, and we'll call these SNF small bat. Place name. There we go. And then the two big boys, we can just, I don't care if they're called Warframe batteries, honestly, but we'll just say SNF battery. Anyways, so the comm batteries here should all be turning off, and that is why it's not kicking us out of that camera view. That's what that is. All right, so first order of business. What have we got? We've got an IDC mining carriage. We have a mining survey drone. That should be our first target. A mobile shipyard. Survey drone, mobile utility platform, SACs. Who do we want to go to? Abandoned settlement. We could go investigate that. You know what? Let's just take a quick spin. I'm thinking that's SPRT mobile utility platform. That is our target. We're gonna pirate the pirates, kids. Alrighty, first target locked in. If we take a look at our shields, we've got a large and two smalls. That gives us a whopping wonderful amount of shieldage, 10,700 points of shielding. And if we go in here and we say, I don't know that we need to have this on the bar. Although, no. Yeah, I don't, we could, you know, we probably should, so that we're not eating up the battery of the base. Although I do want this thing protected. I don't know. We'll think about it. They're grouped now. We can worry about that in a minute. So, first things first. I'm hungry because I haven't eaten anything. Actually, first things first is we're going to undock. We're going to take a quick jaunt over to our farm. I built out some stuff, so as I was telling Chad, We've got these things. I've started the platforms for putting in turrets. I've got to do some welding and stuff. So I started on this side. Those come off the connectors at the bottom there and should provide some stuff. But let's go ahead and go inside real quick. I think it might be time to do a little bit of planting. Pull up. Pull up. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, dampeners off. Engines off. Let's go ahead and run inside really quick. I got this sorted, by the way, why the door doesn't turn off when the other one opens. These have to be for the auto airlock script, if you're curious, anyone out there watching and listening. They have to be named the exact same thing. So front door, the prefix has to be the same for them to work in tandem. So airlock exterior and airlock interior indicates this door and this door, but they both have to be named the same thing. So this one is called front door with no space, and then the other ones are called back doors with no space. And so when you open this door, it turns off that one until this one's closed, and then it turns the other one back on, so forth and so on. These are not in that group because they don't matter in this current moment. I could technically put this one as the front. I could do this one as like the front exterior, and this is the back exterior, so that if that door right there is open, this one is locked, and vice versa. But I don't necessarily need to do that. Now, I don't have a button for this yet, but what I can do, I believe all of these things have ice, and they do, which is wonderful. I think I set up the event controller. I cannot be sure. Got our engine running, which is great. Um, I think I set up. Oh, the fish tank's finished. So if we're looking at the goat sorter, that is there. If we look at whips auto close, that is there. But if we come over here and I just look into the system, and I say event controller, I believe I set up to cargo fill. I included all of the collectors, or no, I didn't. I included all of the irrigation systems, and I'd set to turn off the drill at a certain thing. So if we look actually right now and we type in drill, we should see both of these drills are on for whatever reason. And I don't know if that means that ice is getting split up, but it is likely what's happening currently because the irrigation systems are not all completely full yet. They're not at 50%, so they'll keep going up. But I believe our guy over here, the hydrogen tank, is doing our filling. Although oxygen is full, I don't know if the hydrogen tank is full. It is not anywhere near full. It's not even getting a little bit of fuel yet, which is crazy to me. Um, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm not particularly worried about it. So, but these all have plenty of water. So what we need to do is grab the seeds we got. Come over here, we look in our, this is, what is that? This is ore cargo container. I know we have a seed cargo container. Go into here. I think we do. I'm almost positive we have a food container. I think this is our seeds. Yeah, so we've got not enough seeds of every type, but we have potato seeds. We're going to do four of those, and we can do, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 5 of these guys. This is a meal pack. I'm going to go ahead and eat that food paste because I need to. Because I'm low on food. We're going to take our potato seeds, we're going to take our coffee beans, we're going to take our mushroom spores, all 5 of the fruit, all 5 of the veggies. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I? What am I missing? Oh, this is food paste. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I was losing my mind for a second. Do I not have 6 grow farms? I just had that moment. That's what that was. All right, so let's go here. We need to blah, 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 blah. So spore, bean, seed, 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 seed. All right, are we ready to do this? We're ready to plant our first crop. Oh, really quick, because the food. We're gonna, that food paste. Tasty, delicious food paste. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and do these guys down here. Beautiful. Our coffee beans down here. Beautiful. There we go. Let's go fruit in the middle next to the veggies. Our grains. Beautiful. And last but not least, our taters, precious. I'm growing my children. Don't worry, children. Soon you'll exist. All right, we're growing our first food. Let's hope we don't ruin everything, because that's literally it. I took every ounce of food that I had, and if I look at that, if I type in food seeds, like, and we go to That I literally saved one potato. I did one potato and I didn't grow. I don't know why I didn't get that last seed. But food, seeds, and cargo. What? Why did we not hardtack? Okay, well, anyways, point being, yes, I know you're trying to close. I appreciate you. So point being, we got stuff growing. And that's going to be great. This is going to be good. Our restaurant is up and running. I don't know if all these have been finished. I think they have. I think we're fully stocked. I think we're stocked and ready to open, guys. Got a bathroom, got a fish tank. So let's say out of the fish. Hey, fish. How you doing? Looking great. Looking good. I like that even though they probably didn't intentionally do this, the hardtack at the back looks like moon. All right, let's go pirate ourselves some pirates. Pressing tilde to close that thing. It is go time. I'm so confident right now in the Snub Nosed Falcon. We're not going to even, first we're going to find it. So let's see, where are we at? Spark as utility platform. Okay. Oh, man, that was some powerful liftoff. Let's go find ourselves a sprite utility platform. Cue the epic music. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I just turned off all my engines. No, okay, we're good. These are reverse engines I have turned off right now. We're gonna do a quick flyby. See what this thing's got. I don't have a forward-facing camera. That's something I should think about adding. And in fact, I might even be able to put one right there next to the shield emitter, just so I can get a zoom in. That'll be revision number 1. Well, it's not really a revision, but something we want to add. I don't want to have it without. But we're gonna go crush this guy. First combat against the pirates, who are oddly friendly with us right now. I don't know why. That's okay. We're gonna go take a look at this guy and see what's shaking, bacon. I'm pretty positive the pirates are always hostile, so I find this to be fascinating. We're gonna get into weapons control mode. Let's go ahead and turn those turrets off, just to be on the safe side. What do we got here? What are you, my friend? We're gonna go get those engines back on really quick. Look at that guy. Wow, you guys look at this thing? What do we got? This is a cool ship. Give it some light, shed some light on the situation. Looks like unfinished docking station for, oh. Okay, got some big guns. What else we got on the bottom side of this bad boy? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move away from this guy. And I'll tell you why. I want to make it a fair fight. We're going to declare war on them, and then we're going to declare war on them. Although pirates don't really announce their intentions, do they? Yeah, they don't really announce their intentions. So maybe we don't do that. No, you know what? We're going to play fair. We'll play fair. Let's, oh, that's not the right button. Let's play fair. All right. Dampeners on. Let's go to the spurts. It shouldn't take much to get back into space spiders. Like they're mad at me for some reason. Space pirates. How come you guys are... I don't want to propose. Oh, I can't even propose peace. All right, bruh. Gang, gang. Switching to combat mode. Turrets on. Switch into autocannons. And I believe we're in range to give them the good news. Good news given time. Hey, jackass. Aha! There we are. Now they're firing. Come on, bud. Woo! Oh, that one hit. I need a shields marker so I know what we're at shield-wise. Yeah, there we go. Now it's time to go. We got incoming. Bugging out for that. Come on, lock onto that, please. Woo! Rail cannon drone, that's not nice. Keep that spin going. We got to get back into range. I don't have a defensive block on this. Revision number 2. We need a defensive block. Oh, I see you over there. I want to get... Alright, let's get the dampeners on and we'll see if we can't catch this guy. Oh, we're not... There we go. Yeah. We're almost there. Oh. I'm on fire. Switching weapons. Let's see if we can't give these guys something good to talk about. How are we doing? Oh, we are beat up. Now, we're not that beat up, but we're pretty beat up. So far we're doing alright, but we got 3 contenders I did not expect to have. Out of weapons range. Thank you for that lovely piece of information I did not know. Go ahead and get this thing started back up. I need a shield monitor. The shields definitely are not showing that they're on, so that's a thing I didn't realize to think about. And the defensive blocking giving us extra range is definitely something we need. I think we're going to get this. I hope there's some really epic music going on right now. I think this guy's been inert. Alright, I think he's done. You're next. Come on, buddy. What do we got? The utility platform is still getting away from us. That's okay. We need to get some practice in anyways. Pirating the pirates is no... Oh, another sentry drone. That's great news. Should have been a strike fighter. Oh, we're taking damage. Alright, we're bugging out. We're bugging out. We lost the fight. We lost the fight. Get back to base. Get under cover of guns. How bad did we lose the fight? That's not too bad. I mean, we're definitely on fire. We're not like... It's not too bad. I've been on fire worse. Oh, look at that. Is that my base? Oh, it is my base. Look at that. That's fancy. I can see it from here. It looks like there's a giant hole under my base. That's frightening, to be honest. Okay, so we learned some lessons, mostly that my weapons are not strong enough. I think that's the big lesson we've learned. That feels like the big lesson we've learned. The second big lesson we learned is what? Do we have stopping thrust? Are we able to stop this boat? Oh, we are. Perfect. So now we got to talk about the shielding part of this. Why did the shields... What failed on the shields? It's still showing. Oh, we're down to 4,000. Yeah, some of those hits are very aggressive. Okay. Did we bring them all the way back to the base? I don't know if we did or not. I guess we'll find out very shortly. Man, this thing is beat up. You know what I didn't do though? I didn't blueprint, guys. I definitely have a what do you call it? I have a projector on here, but I did not grab a blueprint of this funny thing. So we'll probably have to go into a save file and pull the blueprint so that I can utilize it, because I do not want to try to rebuild this the way I have it set up. So let me... I hear some things banging around. That's not what you want to hear, you know, when you're... all engines on, please. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff bouncing around in there. Let's see how we did. The good news is, once we do that, I can go to here and I can say, I can get the group holders for this guy on, off, and I can just bring. It's not too bad. We definitely lost some blocks, but we didn't lose the tank. We definitely we need to reevaluate. So, really quick, let me go pull the blueprint and then after these messages, I'll be right back. Give me just a few seconds, because I definitely am gonna have to go pull the blueprint. So,
After these messages, we'll be right back.
alrighty, blueprint achieved. With only some minor adds, some minor additions. Had to knock that bad boy out right there, I think is what I did. We'll find out. So first and foremost, I'm locked, so those should have all. There we go. All right, first and foremost, let's go to projector. This is now called the SNF projector. Blueprints, SNF. Oh, I named it the right thing, so it's not called that at all. Let's see how bad I was at maneuvering it. Oh, you know what? Not too bad. Normally these things have. Normally normally it's not this good. So SNF projector, we need. What do we think? We definitely want to be able to rotate. You know what? I'm just going to do this instead of doing it like this way. We're just going to do it from the menu. SNF projector. Let's get this guy here. We definitely need to. What do we think? Pitch. Hey, pitch is wrong. So yaw. These things are. They never want to do what I want them to do. It's not yaw. It's going to be roll. Oh, it's not roll either. Weird. Okay, maybe it is pitch. No, it's. What the hell? Oh, it's currently upside down. You know what? That's on me. So then. Actually, but still that doesn't make any sense. There we go. That's what we need. Now forward, we go forward a little bit. Vertical offset, I don't think there's any. Horizontal, we come back this way. Oh, there's a little vertical. So go down like that. And then forward, we go back to right there-ish. Horizontal, we got to come there right there. Vertical, one more down. And that fully lines it up. We do keep projection, just like Shmeow. And then I should be able to just blah, 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 blah. Yes, thank you. Well, not everything. Oh. Now if I go to projector and I take a look at this, complete. We turn that off. I got ourselves a camera. So now number 2, we have we can do a look ski at 7. So I believe I just called it top mounted cam, but spy cam is what I call it. So view. So now we can do a little poking around and looking and stuff, just to make sure that we've got everything good. I did add a defensive block, but then I remembered from last season that the defensive block don't do squat for combat because it doesn't actually increase the range. So I don't, yeah, it didn't actually do anything. So if we look at our autocannon turrets, for instance, autocannon turrets, auto turs, enable auto movement, we don't care about that. Target rockets, we don't care about that. Small ships, yes. Neutrals, no. Target enemies, obviously. Enable locking on, yes. Default targets, we want to do weapon systems is my big thing. Auto push-pull, yes, we do that. But range-wise, look at this, 600. Still 600. So I guess in small grid, there is no better than that. That's okay, though. It is what it is. I think this was pretty successful, though. If I had to talk about first rounds, first goes at it, I will say from a perspective of munitions, my cargo container, I did not adequately prepare. So we're going to jump this up probably to 100, and we're going to get this guy to 200. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow my turrets to do most of the talking. And then, yeah. I think that guy scrubbed out. I don't think he did it. What we can do really quick, we'll take a, it's interesting because for some reason this gun, I don't know. Well, it's not really interesting at all. Control AI off, AI on. Oh, I know why that's not. I know why that's not working. Okay, so all the engines though seem to be acting weird. So let's. I think they're under COM hydro engines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect. 7 thrust. They're all on there. They should all be. Okay, they're all set. If I check my inventory and we go over here and we say, okay, we've got some munitions there. We didn't, the updated cargo container does not seem to be having the Gatling Gamma. Gatling Gamma? Good grief, I can't even talk. So I think we may have to up the production on how much Gatling ammo is being produced by the base. So let's get this back down really quick. And then what I'll do, ooh, I don't know if they're off. Okay, good. What I'll do is we'll go take a look really quick and see if the production is where it needs to be. Because honestly, we've got enough Gatling turrets on this base that it's probably not doing enough, if I'm being honest. Let's go over here. Yeah, autocannon magazine. We're way lower than we should be. Let's go ahead and get this to 20. No, we'll get this to 150. That's what we do. And Gatling ammo 200. That's more than we carry for the whole base. So what we'll do is we'll put into production 750. And then we'll talk to the goat really quick. We'll say recompile, please. And we'll get that stuff in production. And honestly, we should fairly quickly see those production numbers start happening. With the assembler, we should be. I know we have. If we look at ingots, we should have. Oh my God, the word ingot. We should have plenty of mag. Well, actually, we don't have that much mag. Okay, so we're prioritizing magnesium now because we're definitely starting the production. So that's good. It's good. Let's go take out this abandoned settlement really quick and lick our wounds. We'll do a quick fly around. And I think this was still mostly successful. We didn't get exploded, but I did bug out early because I didn't want to die. So let's go do an abandoned settlement flyby. And we'll see what we... Although, scrap... We have something bouncing around inside our ship. There's a way to fix this that's not... It's kind of a... It's not... It's... I wouldn't call it cheaty, but what we're going to do is I'm going to pop the camera out really quick. And then we're going to watch and see what comes out. So I'm going to press Control Spacebar and teleport the ship really quick. Yeah, look at all that crap that... Yeah. There's just stuff bouncing around. That means there's cavities enough that can store space, but I wasn't about to listen to that for as long as I was about to have to listen to that. So that's what that is. Yeah, is it cheaty? Sure. Yeah, I agree. Shame on me. But you know what? I'm not going to listen to dong, dong every couple of seconds. That's just not, I'm not about that life. So let's do a little quick run around. Let's go see what we got. I didn't expect the space-powered mobile platform to also come with a bunch of other stuff. I should have. Honestly, like that's probably smart. It's a mobile platform. It probably can spawn stuff. I should have thought about that, but I did not think about that. Scrap Cyclops hauler? Okay, I'm curious. What is a scrap Cyclops hauler? And why don't I have one? So far pirating the pirates didn't work out in our favor exactly, but I don't think we lost. I think we just identified some gaps in our strike fighter. And maybe a mobile utility platform plus 3 drones is not what a single ship takes. I'm just saying, maybe. Maybe that's what that is. I am a little sad that the 800 range doesn't seem to work. I don't know if there's a mod that improves vanilla weapons. I know there are really good weapons mods across the world. I know that, but I also know that Weapons Core is pretty crazy. And like the thing about the thing about Weapons Core and some of those mods is the weapons become so good that they sort of trivialize all sorts of Space Engineers game stuff. The other thing I want to ask you guys, do you guys want to see me get into some Space Engineers too? I did check out the games from the save that we had, and I think we're going to have to kind of start over because it doesn't look like it's got the stuff in that like it looks like from the game save that I had, it doesn't have all the stuff. So I don't know if we'll need to completely restart, but if you guys are interested in seeing some Space Engineers 2 content, I could do a couple of episodes of that. That guy is showing to be on the other side of the planet, I think, is what I'm seeing there. So that is probably, we can fly by, take a look at our, man, this is not letting me, there we go. Take a look at our gold mine, looking good, looking good, looking gold. We're golden, stay golden, golden mine. I was hoping another pirate thing would pop up, maybe less intimidating pirate thing. And then we do have the supply depot that I didn't take down. I probably should just come scrap this thing. But, I mean, that's all right. That's all right. It's not going to hurt anybody by being there, I don't think. Get some altitude so we don't bean into this mountainside. That'd be pretty brutal. So the first settlers are the people who own... Aha. The first settlers are the people who own our station. What do we have right there? Is this worth looking at? It looks like just a piece of... It is just a piece of railing. We're not going to go pick that up. Man, I don't have trash cleaned up, which is probably not good. I should probably put cleanup but on there, but it's definitely creating a lot of like fractal stuff. See, there's another one. What is that? What was that? Yeah. I don't know if I should turn on trash. Yeah, here's some more stuff over here. Huh. Splitsy Tower project, anybody? That's pretty funny. I do appreciate it. Anyways, the first settlers are the people who own our economy station. I really don't want to go to war with the only economy station in our range. There's also the trade little city. But again, the plan isn't to go to war with the trade faction, especially the one that owns the bulk of the trade. So I don't think we're going to run into another, what is sex? What do we think they are? Sex factions. Sacred constructors. Do we think they're a target that that's what we need consensus, guys. There's something over there. We need consensus, guys. I'm going to pull up the list really quick here in a second after I go check out whatever the heck this is over here. Do a nice little slow flyby. What do we got? Huh. Truck anybody? So I'm going to pull up the list of the factions. Which one of these people, besides the first settlers, should be somebody we're not really interested in hanging out with? Space Pirates. We've got the Sovereign Constructors. I don't think the Trade Coalition's one we're gonna go. We're gonna say those two guys are sacred. So really, it's these other guys: First Class Commerce, Imperial Security. We don't really like Imperials. So who do we consider to be a prime target? Who, after we were summarily fired from our job, who do you think Quantum Tater Incorporated became? Who bought them out in order to fire me? Who do we got to get revenge on? That's the question I have for everybody. Let's go get this unknown signal while we're talking about it. I don't feel like that unknown signal is going to fall to this planet. Let's see if we can catch it. But yeah, who's our targets, guys? I need to know from you, fine people. I need to know what you think about the sweet Snub Nosed Falcon. I personally like it. I think if there's a way to improve it, guys, if you think like, oh man, that you got your butt kicked because Is it just because I don't have enough shielding? Do I need to slap another shield in there? That feels like we just laden it with shields. That's not going to be. It's not going to be much. This is not meant to be a sustained combat fighter. So you guys let me know what you think, honestly, because I would love to. I would love to know. I would love to know if you guys appreciate the Falcon, and additionally, who do we target next? Oh, I just blew right past that guy. Why am I going so damn fast? Damn. Okay. Um, because I think we've got some makings of some good stuff here. It's just, I like that I don't use any ions. Oh, this one's gonna try to run away. All right, Chad, I'm gonna do what you said. What is it? You control Z to lock onto the unknown signal, and then I get out, and then I quickly run along the edge of my ship and press this button, and it doesn't run away at all. Good job, thing. Where's the storage unit? As much as I enjoy these drop canisters, by the way, this like, oh, you drop the little case that you can easily, ooh, radiation marker, and clang crunchies. I'm pretty sure those do damage. But as much as I enjoy those, that it drops the little like box that it puts everything in, I do enjoy that. But here's the thing that I don't enjoy about it. Uh, it makes looting kind of a pain because you got to open the thing up and do all the blah 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 that stuff. All right, so I'm gonna get back to base. We're gonna park this thing up. Your guys' mission, whether you choose to accept it or not, is to tell me which one of these fine young people we're gonna go after next. Like I said, my money's on sacred constructors. We'll hit them right in the sacks. Uh, the Imperial security, I'm kind of okay going at. I don't know who's stronger if we're talking about like, do they have strengths? Do we know if the NPC factions have a varying strength level? Like some are more powerful than others. You let me know. But I will ping you out as soon as I get back. Um, as soon as I get back to base. That's what I will do. I'll ping you once I get back to base. Ping. I don't know why I'm saying ping. I will. I will. Yeah, we'll catch you in a second. And guys, while I'm coming in for a landing, I will say one thing we did successfully do. You notice that the sprites were hanging around our base. We noticed that they were hanging around our base, and then I engaged them, and I marked my territory, and guess who suddenly is no longer around the base? So I think, to me, we did in fact win, is what I would say. I would say that we won unequivocally, based on those facts alone. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This isn't gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. But we can do it on here. Look at this, beautiful. Look at that. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this thing. It's tight. The corners are close. But what did we do? We defeated the bad guys. We saved Tatermocracy. Yeah, guys, let me know who we go to war with. What are we doing next? I appreciate you all for coming. Thanks for the comments. Keep them coming. Shout out Clyde. Shout out Chad. Shout out John Bray. I appreciate each and every one of you. And Pendragon, where you at, buddy? Shout out to you too. I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.